Assalamu alaikum class. Here I am again with you people to teach you biochemistry. So let's start with card number 1. Card number 1 is the biophysics and biomolecules, and today we will start with the item number 1 of card number 1. The item number 1 is the introduction to biochemistry, and in that item we will also study about acids, bases, pH, pK, and the main equation, that is the Henderson-Hasselbalch equation. So let us begin now. Firstly with what is biochemistry. We must know at first what is actually the subject biochemistry. Biochemistry itself is a science which encompasses large areas of cell biology, molecular biology and molecular genetics. We can't take this biochemistry subject lightly because biochemistry and medicine both are having the mutual advances in medical science. Biochemistry is a great subject. It is not a light subject because it relates us with medicine. It has a relation with that of medicine. How now this biochemistry is related to medicine? The thing is that, for example, we will take some terms from biochemistry. Now see, above this margin we are taking the terms from biochemistry, and below this margin we are taking the terms from medicine. We will study in biochemistry many things, like we will study about nucleic acids in biochemistry. Now these nucleic acids are related to medicine. How? Because maybe there is some disease, like the nucleic acids are related to the genetic diseases, and those genetic diseases will be studied in medicine. So we can't take lightly our subject. The next thing that we will study in biochemistry is proteins. These proteins are related to sickle cell anemia. And then we will take the next thing, that is the lipid. We will study about, there's one more item about lipids, proteins. In genetics we will study the nucleic acid. So the lipids of biochemistry are related to medicine through atherosclerosis. We can't forget about carbohydrates, and the carbohydrates are related to the one thing that is the most common nowadays, and that's diabetes mellitus, DM. Now let's go for a quick review. Firstly, we studied what is biochemistry because we are studying our first card, that is biomolecules and biophysics and biomolecules. In it we are studying introduction to biochemistry. For that we must know at first what is actually the term biochemistry. Biochemistry itself is a science, it is a subject, it is a science which encompasses large areas of cell biology, molecular biology and molecular genetics. Now, biochemistry and medicine both are having some mutual advances, like in biochemistry we will study nucleic acids, they are related to medicine through genetic diseases, proteins through sickle cell anemia, lipids through atherosclerosis, carbohydrates through diabetes mellitus. Now, Let's proceed further to acids and bases. Again I am repeating that it is our first item from the first card and from the first term. In biochemistry, for the first prof, we will be having 3 terms that consists of 6 cards. Each term consists of 2 cards. So, now what is an acid? Most important thing. Here we will study acid and here we will study base. Acids are proton donor in aqueous solution. Acids are the proton donor in aqueous solution, and bases will be opposite to that of acids. Bases are proton acceptor in aqueous solution. Bases are proton acceptor in aqueous solution. Now, this acid will form conjugate base and that base will form conjugate acid. We started with what is an acid, what is a base, and then acid has to form the conjugate base and base will form the conjugate acid. Acid form base, base acid. Conjugate base. And here will be conjugate acid. Now, why we are studying these conjugate bases and conjugate acids? The thing is that we will study the HHE, that is the Henderson-Hasselbalch equation. In that we have to use these conjugate bases, these conjugate acids. Conjugate base is the remaining part of an acid after the removal of proton. When the protons will be removed from the acid, the part left over with that acid will be the conjugate base of that acid. We can take examples here, like we are having the acid and what will be their conjugate bases. We are having, for example, the acid like HCl, hydrochloric acid, and I will write in short Cb, that is the conjugate base. Acid, we are having HCl, it will give the conjugate base chloride ion, Cl negative. We are having H2SO4, it will give us SO4 2 negative. We are having H2CO3, it will give us HCO3 negative. We too are having lactic acid, it will give us lactate. Acid HCl will form the conjugate base Cl negative. Acid H2SO4 will form the conjugate base SO4 2 negative. Acid H2CO3 will form the conjugate base HCO3 negative. The lactic acid will form the conjugate base lactate. Every acid has its conjugate base. Now, come to bases. Bases are the proton acceptor in aqueous solution. Now, what is a conjugate acid? It is an acid which is formed by the base. Actually, the conjugate acid is the part of the base which is formed after accepting the proton. It is the acid formed by that base obviously by accepting proton. Conjugate acid is the acid formed by that base after accepting proton. Now, bases. Base can be charged, can be uncharged. The charged bases, we must know about charged bases. The charged bases are like Cl negative is the charged base. HCO3 negative is the charged base. Chloride ion and bicarbonate ion, these are the charged bases. We too are having the uncharged bases, the one and only NH3. Ammonia is the uncharged base. Uncharged base. Ammonia. Okay. So that's all about acid, base and the conjugate base, conjugate acid. Now, after it, acid too is having some classification, like we study, don't touch this acid. We use acids in our day-to-day life, like we are having this lemon. Lemon too contains acid, but our skin doesn't get affected by that acid. But on the other hand, when we will go to a chemistry or biochem lab, there we will see there are H2SO4. So we are using there mostly the diluted H2SO4 or HCl. Now the acids then is classified into strong acids and weak acids. So what are strong acids now and what are the weak acids? Strong acids are those acids which completely get ionized or get dissociated completely, dissociates completely. The acids that gets dissociate or ionized completely. What are those strong acids? Their examples are H2SO4, HCl. There are many other examples too. We can study. I am now giving only 2 examples so that we can remember it. Strong acids are the acids which gets dissociated and ionized completely. Here it's and ionized completely. And the weak acids are those which dissociate and ionize partially. For example, we are having our acetic acid. We are having acetoacetic acid. We are having carbonic acid. We are having hydroxybutyric acid. So, Acids are of two types. One is the strong acid, another is the weak acid. Strong acid is the one which gets dissociated and ionized completely, and weak acid is the one which dissociates and ionizes partially in aqueous solution. The examples of strong acids are H2SO4, the sulfuric acid, and HCl, the hydrochloric acid. And that of weak acids, the examples are acetic acid, acetoacetic acid, carbonic acid and hydroxybutyric acid. मैंने pause किया. Now we will again took the conjugate acids. Conjugate acids belong to the base. So base is having conjugate acids. Base has conjugate acid. There's a special thing about these conjugate acids, that the conjugate acid of a strong base is weak. Conjugate acid of a strong base is weak, and conjugate acid of a weak base is strong. Conjugate acid of a weak base is strong. Many people must be like that, it is too confusing, but we don't have to get confused. What we have to do, we have to understand it. Because I cleared here firstly about acid, that acid will form the conjugate base, then base, that base will form the conjugate acid. Then I gave the example of the acids and what will be their respective conjugate bases. Then I here taught that what is a base, what is the conjugate acid, because base will form the conjugate acid. Here is, we have to remember that here we have to use the reciprocal. Acid will form the base, but that base will be conjugate base. Base will form the acid, that acid will be the conjugate acid. Now, here comes one most important concept, that is conjugate acid of a strong base will be weak and conjugate acid of a weak base will be strong. We can take here an example too. I will give a good example. Now, let's see here. We are having carbonic acid. Carbonic acid is H2CO3. It is called carbonic acid. It is called carbonic acid. This carbonic acid is the conjugate acid. What is it? It is the conjugate acid of a strong base. That strong base is HCO3 negative, bicarbonate ion. So, it is a strong base. It is a strong base. Strong base. It has formed this conjugate acid. What will be the nature of this conjugate acid? This conjugate acid will be weak. It is a weak conjugate acid. I hope you people will be cleared about base, acid and the conjugate acids and bases. This was enough for it. This is enough for first prof. Firstly, what is pH? And then what will be pK? It is very easy and it is very important even for first professional examination, especially the people who are studying in Bangladesh. Many of the externals will come and they will ask about pH. So it is important for professional examination. They will ask what is pH. Firstly, they will start with what is pH. pH is the negative logarithm of hydrogen ion concentration. When H positive ion concentration is expressed in mole per liter. They will ask what is pH. Normally people will say negative logarithm of hydrogen ion concentration. Their next question will be what is the unit for hydrogen ion concentration. So we will be like mole per liter. Okay, this was about the definition of pH. Now we will be given some externals will be like let me give you 10 to hydrogen. If the hydrogen ion concentration is 10 to the power, hydrogen ion concentration suppose is given 10 to the power minus 3. Calculate the pH. Okay, so we know that the pH is equal to minus log hydrogen ion concentration. What will we simply do? We will calculate it like pH is equal to minus log hydrogen ion is 10 to the power minus 3, 10 to the power minus 3. We know we have to calculate it now. We must study about its calculation. Minus 3 multiplied by, it is a formula actually which we study in our 10th 11th standard. Minus 3 multiplied by minus log 10. We know the value of log 10 is 1. So minus minus will get plus and at last we will get the pH is equal to 3. Okay. The external will give you that hydrogen ion concentration is 10 to the power minus 3. Calculate the pH. We will not be given any notebook for its calculation. We just have to remember minus 3 log 10. Log 10 will be 1, minus minus will be plus. So it is 3. Then that external will ask us that this 3 is it the acidic pH or the alkaline pH. So now that comes to the pH scale. pH scale ranges from pH scale. It ranges from 1 to 14. We must remember 1 to 7 acidic pH. Acidic. 7 to 14 alkaline. Okay. Then the 7 neutral. They can ask even example of give an example of a thing which is having the neutral pH, that is 7. So that's the pure water. This is enough about pH and this question is oftenly asked in Viva. Now come to the pK. pK is not asked, but we must know what is pK. pK is the negative logarithm of dissociation constant. Negative logarithm of dissociation constant. It will help us, I think, in buffers. So that's all about pH and pK. pH is very important. Again and again I am saying that pH is very, very important. Our most important thing that is marked for written in card, in term, in prof. Henderson-Hasselbalch equation. It is marked for written exam. It will must come in written exam. It was in our written exam too. For example, we will here suppose we are having a weak acid. That weak acid is Ha. This weak acid will ionize into H positive ion and its conjugate base A negative. I told you people earlier that when we will study Henderson-Hasselbalch equation, there we have to use the conjugate base. This is the conjugate base. And it is an acid, it is a weak acid. Ha ionizes into hydrogen ion and A negative. Here we have to use now the dissociation constant because this acid is getting dissociated into its ions, the cation and the anion. The dissociation constant will be like K. K is the dissociation constant, that is equal to multiplication of the product. This is the reactant in a reaction, this is product, this is a reactant, and here's these are product. We studied them in chemistry. Product of the multiplication of the products divided by the reactant. Now cross multiplying this thing, we will get what we will do now here, we will divide this whole term by A negative on both sides, dividing by conjugate base, that's A negative, on both sides. We got this thing, okay. Now taking log on both the sides, take log, now again multiplying these both the sides by -1. Minus log H positive is equal to minus log K into HA divided by A negative. That's pH. You know na, this thing is equal to pH. That is equal to, we will now take a bracket here. We will do log K plus log HA upon A negative. And now multiplying these things, so obviously here will come the minus and here too will come the minus. So pH is equal to minus log K positive is equal to the pK, negative logarithm of dissociation constant, minus log HA upon A negative. Now reverse this thing, reversing this thing. When we will reverse it now, we will get pH is equal to pK plus log A negative divided by HA. This thing is our Henderson-Hasselbalch equation. That's pH is equal to pK plus log conjugate base divided by the weak acid. Some teachers can ask, state the Henderson-Hasselbalch equation. So we have to tell them pH is equal to pK plus log A negative. That's the conjugate. Don't say A negative. We will say A negative, but in front of teacher will ask then what is A negative? The conjugate base upon weak acid. Now, when acid will be exactly half neutralized, when acid is exactly half neutralized, at that time this conjugate base will be equal to its weak acid at exact half neutralization. It is not asked, but if we will know this thing, then it will be very great for us. So in this case, from this equation, when acid is exactly half neutralized, pH is equal to pK plus log, we get now 1 by 1. So pH is equal to pK plus log 1. We must know about log 1 is equal to 0. So pH is equal to pK. There is a special condition when pH and pK both are equal, and that's when the acid is exactly half neutralized. That is all about today's class. This was our item number 1. I am very thankful to all of you that you people are watching this, and you people will surely get great benefit by watching all of our lectures. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.